How's it going, guys? Yomtosh here, back with another video, and Maozua sent me this digital voice recorder to review, and so that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. This is the Maozua digital voice recorder, and we're just going to start off with an unboxing of this device. So taking a look at the box, it's a pretty plain box. You've got your text on the top of it that says digital voice recorder, and on behind of it you have features, so feel free to pause the video if you want to see the features. It's a pretty plain box, like I said before, made of cardboard, like I guess all boxes. And inside the box you have I have my extended warranty for 6 months, and you have your instruction manual, which I think would come really handy because this would really need some instructions to get around by. I mean, it is easy after you've got the hang of it, but you do need the instruction manuals to actually know what to do on this device. And there's the device itself. It's a pretty small device, to be honest, and that is also really good. So really portable, and I'm just going to compare it with my iPhone SE now. As you can see, it's a tad bit smaller than the iPhone SE, which is already pretty small, and yeah, it fits really well into my hand, like you can barely even notice it there. So yeah, it has two mic arrays on the top, so it does give stereo sound, although the separation isn't that much because the mics are pretty close together. You also have monitoring headphones inside the box, so you can monitor your audio when you're recording with this voice recorder, and it has no lag at all, so that's really good. So yeah, this is what the device looks like. It has 8 gigs of onboard storage, which is really handy. It records in MP3 and WAV formats, and you can crank up the bit rate of the WAV format to 1536 kilobits per second, which is pretty good. Apple's music's on the iTunes store and on the Apple Music servers is I think 320 kilobits per second, so that's a quite bit higher than the regular music that we're probably listening to on the regular basis. And yeah, this is what it looks like. It has a small LCD display that displays a bunch of text actually, and on the right side is the record button, and on the left side is the power on button. You also have a volume up and down, which changes the volume when you're listening to music or when you're listening to playback that you recorded. A few things I should point out is that this recorder is made of metal, so the construction is pretty good, but the screen is not glass, it's more like plastic, so you can actually press into the screen. The buttons are pretty tactile. They're not the most precise cut buttons though, and when you do hit the record button, you have that red light show in the top left corner, just to let you know that you're recording. You can also pause recordings as well, so if you want to cut into different parts of recordings, that's also good. I haven't personally tried the MP3 feature, but I have tested playback with my voice recording, and that works fine, so that's good. And one thing I'd like to mention is that you can change the audio levels when you're recording, so that's one thing you should keep in mind. Although if you're very generous, or if you're monitoring your audio, you should be able to get pretty good audio without having to either speak too loudly or speak too quietly, so that's really handy. And the headphone jack for monitoring audio is in the top of the device on the left side, just above the power button, so that's really handy. So enough said about the specs of the device. Let's get into actually how this device sounds. And you may be surprised to hear that all the sound from the beginning of this video was done with the voice recorder, the Maozua voice recorder, but I feel like I need to put it head to head with what I've been using before. I did mention I use it in my past 2 videos. So first off, I'd just like to point out to you that this has been my primary mode of recording for a while now. My past 2 videos I actually did it with this Maozua recorder, and this one I only bring out occasionally, so I did have this for my OnePlus 6 review, so make sure you check that out in the description. But yeah, so this is a really good mic, but it's a condenser mic and it's really sensitive. This is not sensitive when you bring it far away from your mouth, so you need to keep it close to your mouth. And this has just been my ultimate portable setup because I usually have my phone with me and I just pop it in my pocket, connect it to my Road Rec app, and I'm good to go. So these are the three recorders we're going to compare today, and I'm also throwing in the one I have on my iPhone, so the front microphone on my iPhone. I don't have my camera today, so yeah, we're just gonna compare these mics head to head, and you guys tell me what you think. This obviously is a bit more expensive than these other two setups. I'll have the prices above each one of them there, and I'll also have the names of when I'm switching to and from different mics. So I'm just gonna go closer to the three mics so we can pick up a bit more audio from them. So handy dandy feature of the Road Rec app is that you can see the levels, so they're not very high, although you don't want them to be too high. But I'm just gonna go a bit closer, and if my previous tests are anything to go by, this should be the most sensitive one, and this should be picking up a lot more of my voice. This one, there are levels on them, but it doesn't seem to be picking much right now, so it's like at minus 20 decibels at the peak, and this one I suppose is about like minus let's see, 18 or so. And yeah, so just let me guys know what you think. I'm just going to recite a few phrases now. So the quick brown fox jumped over the fence. 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 So my face is right here now, just right in front of my hand, if you can catch that. Yes. And I'm going to move about 2 feet back now. So this is about where I was before, so just slightly behind the camera on my iPhone. So I'm going to say it again. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. And about 3 feet now, so the quick brown fox jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. And I'll make it 5 feet now. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. And as you can see, the audio levels did go down. I'd be surprised if the Maozua picked up anything from that. But yeah, I do want to mention that at the end of the day, when I release my videos, I usually put some post-processing on all my audios. But something I like to point out is that because you have to pull the Maozua very close to your mouth, you're likely to get plosives from your audio. So that's something you have to look out for. And for my Samson Meteor Mic, I actually have this foam filter. It's not the best, but it does mitigate some of the plosives I get with this, because this is a very, very sensitive mic. And with this Rode video mic with the Boya M1 Lavalier, you can actually turn down the audio levels. And for the Samson Meteor Mic, you have some ability to turn down the levels from whatever device you have it connected to. So this doesn't have the actual physical mic gain, but you can do that in the computer. And for the Maozua, unfortunately you don't have any means of turning up or down the gain, but something I do like is that you get lag-free monitoring of your audio with the Maozua mic, which you do have with the Samson Meteor, but there is a bit of lag when you do it through the iPhone. And yes, it is possible to do it with the iPhone. So as you can see here, I have the lightning to headphone jack on dongle, and I also have a lightning port on the SE, so that enables me to actually monitor and also record using the lightning or using the headphone jack. So that's pretty handy. Good use of a headphone jack, Apple. So I'll let you guys be the decider of this head to head, and I'd like you to let me know in the comments and tell me who won and who you'd like me to keep using for the rest of my videos. And that's it from me. Have a nice day. Yom Tosh here, signing out. Peace.